Would you guys believe that after 3 hours of grinding for a metal coat, I accidentally kept it equipped to Scyther, and yeah, while setting up for this video, had Scyther use up the metal coat? Well, you're not entirely wrong, except I did it on purpose because, yeah, I have a profile that completed the Pokedex before and got Caesar and Steelix before completing the Elite Four, and thus I had a second metal coat on hand. So I figured, since Scyther went through all the trouble and the death to get that metal coat, he was definitely the most deserving of it. However, as for the moment that I've been waiting for and almost didn't get to have today because my equipment was not working and I was having a rough time making this work, not only finding my equipment, but yeah, as I said, it wasn't really working out. We finally get to trade Onyx. Rocky the Onyx. Take good care of Onyx. And I went ahead and used Dunsparce as some fodder, except it wasn't my Dunsparce, it was TNH, which is the profile I completed the Pokedex on. I'll probably go over that sometime. Dunsparce was sent to the TNH. What? Rocky is evolving. Oh man. Oh man, I'm getting jittery. Oh man. Look at the beauty. Rocky the Steelix. He's like a piece of iron. Oh, I gotta say it in the voice. He's like a piece of iron. And with that, the trade is complete. The last trade I'll be making. Funny enough that the Pokemon I traded for from the very beginning of the adventure was the one I needed to trade for the last time. And this is what the inside of the trading center looks like. I'm going to go ahead and, on my other Game Boy, trade out, because I am doing this by myself, and it's very awkward sometimes, especially when you're recording, doing a GameCube, and doing a Game Boy. I'm going to go ahead and save on this other profile to make sure I have no damages, even though there's a funny glitch that happens when you're in the trade center. If you turn off the Game Boy before you finish the trade, it cancels the trade, and you keep both of the ones that did save. So if you had, say, let's just use Raikou as a legendary Pokemon, and you traded it holding a rare candy, which is a finite resource in this game, you would turn off while it was still saving on one Raikou, and then leave the one that you traded into on, and you would not only save the one that you left the Game Boy running on, but it would actually recreate the Raikou that you traded originally, if that makes any sense. With that, I'm going to go ahead and check out my team. The reason I didn't use Slash, I do like Slash more than I do Steelix, but the reason why I didn't use Slash, or Caesar, is because it doesn't have the greatest moveset in this game. With that, I'm going to go ahead and put my team back together, and I'll meet you where I'm starting the video at. Save the game. Hello, and welcome back to Pokemon Silver. In the last episode, I went on a 5-episode grinding fest to obtain the Metal Coat, and the Metal Coat in which we did not use to evolve Rocky into Steelix. Instead, we used it to evolve the Scyther that worked so hard to get it, and use a Metal Coat that was from my already completed Pokedex file that didn't need its Metal Coat anymore. Anyways, with that, that makes the 5th and second to last team member, or I should say the 5th and second to last evolution on the team, leaving only Charcoal the Quivala left to evolve. Hopefully we get that to happen in the near future. And in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and challenge Mahogany's gym. I should go on a different grinding fest to help Typhlosion, or evolve into Typhlosion. However, I don't want to do grinding. Plain and simple. There'll be plenty of times in which I'll get to use Typhlosion in the near future, which actually this battle would have been a great example for it. However, the debut battle of Rocky will be the loss of the use of Rock Throw, however, the use of Iron Tail, which this should actually be quad resisted. What? Actually, I'm not really surprised at all. I completely forgot that Rocky retains... Okay. Well, that was a disappointing first battle. I think Rocky's just gonna have to take the... He's gonna have to take the fall on this one. Alright, Blossom. You go ahead. You got this, Blossom. You got this, Blossom. Yeah. Alright. Come on, Blossom. Use Absorb with all your might. I'm sorry, Blossom. You put up some pretty fantastic battles, but this one was just not your day. Alright, speaking of training Charcoal, let's go ahead and use Ember. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't learned Flame Wield yet. I don't know why. That's weird. A critical hit, I'll take it. Jinx, you suck. Use Double Slap. Yeah, you really suck. And with that, Charcoal did not gain a level. And Roxanne was defeated. Roxanne, I like the name. The movie was okay. The song was absolutely terrible. So, without further mention of that, let's move on. And I never turned Rocky away from the front. I meant to put Angelite in the front, and the reason is because Ice types, if you haven't noticed, that's this gym. They can have quite varying typing. For instance, Swinub is an Ice Ground type, and Rock Throw is going to be pretty useless against this. However, not as useless as Powder Snow. Yeah. And this Iron Tail would not be super effective against the Ground type, but is super effective on the Ice type. And as you can see, Rocky, if he wasn't exactly Ground type, he's got an awkward advantage against this gym. However, I actually have a pretty good team for this gym, despite my team going down several times. That's right, Swinub, use that Endure. I hate the move Endure. You're using a move to survive another turn, but there's a bunch of different things you can do to survive the next turn. I was kind of hoping for the burn and he would just fall anyways. I mean, I get it if you're trying to stall out for like a Hyper Beam or something, but yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of it. But like I said, my team's actually pretty good on the Ice type. Not only do I have a Steel and a Fire type, but Angelite resists most of these types, these Pokemon, and even super effective against a couple of them. And on top of all that, Corsola even has effectiveness against it. I'm going to go ahead with the Spark. Too bad Angelite couldn't learn Thunder Punch. That is one advantage of Ampharos over Angelite, is that Ampharos gets to take advantage of the electric type in this game. Lantern, on the other hand, only can use so many. See, that's the thing that makes this an awkward gym, is that I praise the water type for being really good, Except, yeah, other than Angelite, it's too good against my team. I wouldn't dare send out Steelix or... I wouldn't dare send out Steelix or Charcoal against a Shelter. However, Angelite takes him apart pretty quickly. Unfortunately, Angelite gets to steal the thunder on this one. Man, something about my Chimchar that just loves to steal the thunder. Maybe that's where it gets its electric type from. It just steals the electric. Alright, so this gym is not the... Whoops. Wait. Darn it. Oh, I completely forgot there was another trainer here. I'll freeze your Pokemon so they can't do a thing. Oh, please send out Swinub. Just send out Swinub. Darn. Seal. An ineffective Lapras. Goodbyes. What? Seal, you just growled a double special attacker. What a wasted move. There was no reason why Growl would be ineffective, but I guess Seal would also have no effective moves. And this is probably going to be the scariest Pokemon of the bunch, Dewgong. Just because it's so strong. However, look at that. With that, I even learned something new. Spark paralyzes. Wow, this trainer's bad. This trainer doesn't even deserve to call himself a trainer. Allow me to send out my Charcoal so that way you can go ahead and not use Water Gun against me. I mean, I get that these Pokemon have like literally nothing they can do against me, but even Leer would be better than Growl. Here. I tell you what, since we're in the mood for ineffective moves, let's go ahead and defeat you with a Surf. Yeah, that should embarrass you, because you're an embarrassment. Goodbye. And Angelite just grew to level 30. It's now the strongest member of our team. So, the way for handling this gym is going up here, going over here, going down, going over, up. There was still one more battle, so I felt like getting that one through because I didn't even think about that. Clarissa. That's actually a really nice name too. This is the gym of very nice names. I believe one of these guys were named Ronald McDonald. Either that or Donald. Which... Man, Dewgong is having some pretty terrible luck against me. And with that, Dewgong is down. No. So let's go ahead and dismantle where I'm supposed to go. So I have to make it in front of the gym leader, which means I have to make it to the side of that blue-haired trainer, which means I have to come down, which means I have to hit that, which means... Oh... Okay, you want to know how easy the solution of this gym is? You go up, to the side, down, left, up, and then right. And because I'm so confident that I can beat this guy in one try, I'm going to go ahead and just talk to him. Not even heal or nothing. I am the Ice Trainer. I am Pryce. I think that's his name. Pryce. Pryce, I think, is in Gen 5. See you! Alright, so this is not going to be a hard battle at all. And unfortunately, Angelite's going to be taking up most of the, well, spotlight. And with that, his first Pokemon, Seal, goes down. His Icy Wind was not going to save him. Now, I can predict his next Pokemon is going to be Piloswine. Really? Dewgong? Maybe he just wants to show that his Dewgong will not be making Spark 3 out of 3 to paralyze Dewgong. And it was right. So my Spark has paralyzed 2 out of 3 Dewgongs on its first hit. And if by some miracle it just happens to survive, it might get paralyzed now. And then Dewgong will go ahead and use Rest. Don't ask me how I was able to predict that as well as I did. That was odd. There's something about these gym leaders that I just keep on getting weird things happening. Bugsy went abnormally horrible. Chuck was an awful fight. Jasmine, I had the unthinkable happen where Blossom won the match for me. And now Dewgong went ahead and just made it completely predictable, even though I didn't predict a Mamoswine coming out. The Piloswine. However, that doesn't really matter because Dewgong did not stand a chance. Angelite was just too much. However, Angelite could just single-handedly dismantle this whole team. And you know what? I think I'll give it the chance to, because Piloswine is part ground type, which means Surf is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage to it. I know that Surf Angelite doesn't have the Mystic Water on there, but I'm hoping to get the Magnet soon to, wow. Alright, he might get the Freeze on this. No Freeze. That's it. Yep. I'm not worried about this Hyper Potion, which is now the second time I've seen somebody use an item, but honestly, it doesn't matter. He's either gonna item lock me or he's just gonna take the loss next turn. And he takes the loss. So with that, I have a surprisingly easy battle with Pryce. Pryce. Name your price. The price is ice. Stupid rhymes do not win. But Angelite grew to level 31. Yeah, Angelite just was really great for dismantling this guy. And unfortunately, totally took the spotlight away from Steelix. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have saved evolving him for a little while. And that gives you the right to use Whirlpool, which I don't even think I have that HM. I might. I think I do, actually. Icy Wind. Yeah, sorry, but out of all the ice moves, that's going to be one I don't teach. And I'm stuck. Alright, with Pryce taken down, we get a call from Professor Elm. So, with that said, as Professor Elm said, there's a funny broadcast, so let's go check that out. Pokegear. Go to the map. And you get the nice little tune to Team Rocket. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it off here because I had a heck of a time and I got to get going anyways, but I think I've reached the 20-minute mark. I doubt I will in the video itself, but yeah, in this episode, we finally got our new team member, Steelix, who was completely outshined by Angelite. And we defeated the gym leader, Pryce. With that, we're going to go check out the radio tower in the next episode. See you guys then.